Here's the chapter 3 summary. So the first question that is asked is, what is the title of this chapter? To be able to see this, we can easily just go back to our books. Our chapter 3 starts on page 55. It's called the hard-boiled egg fad. Fad was one of our vocab words for chapter 3 in the dictionary detective section. So the hard-boiled egg fad. I think this is one of the silliest chapters, and I really enjoyed it. So the next question is, what happens in this chapter? So I decided that instead of doing maybe long sentences, maybe it's going to be a little bit easier for everyone to just do bullet points. So just little notes. They're not full, complete sentences, just little notes. And I think this will allow us also to have more room to fit in these points that really happen in the chapter. So this again is asking for the overall summary of the chapter, the main things that happen. So one, the biggest thing that happens is Ramona cracks a raw egg on her head. She thought it was hard-boiled, but it was accidentally raw. That's the biggest point. Then the next big point would be that she ends up going to the office, and in the office she hears something that really upsets her and makes her really sad, and that's that she heard Miss Whaley, her teacher, call her a show-off and a nuisance, and it really hurt her feelings. Okay, and the last point of this chapter is what happens in the end. And after she's really bummed that Mrs. Whaley called her a show-off and a nuisance, Danny, the yardie that she calls him, ends up coming to the office, and instead of being really rude to her, he's actually kind of acts like a friend towards Ramona, which really surprises her. Great, that is, I think, all for the chapter summary, the main 3 points. So if you are not caught up here, this is a perfect time to pause it and take notes. Okay, and then question 3 is something that you're going to do individually, but I'll get the sentence started for you. So what is your favorite part of this section of the book? Remember, this is talking about chapter 3, so not chapter 2 or chapter 1, but chapter 3. So let's just write, my favorite part is... And then you can fill that out with your favorite part. Question 4. What new words did you learn in this chapter? Again, we can go back to the dictionary detective and write those words, or we can create our new words or find other words, your choice. But I want to have 3 of those, please. And lastly, question number 5 says, draw a picture of something you think represents this chapter. I think the best representation might be the egg, and you could draw a cracked egg on her head. You can just draw an egg. You can draw whatever you'd like, but I'm just going to draw a big circle for the egg and maybe a little crack in it, so then I know that it's going to crack on Ramona's head. But you can get as creative as you want. I know that in the chapter there's a nice picture of Ramona trying to get the egg yolk out of her hair on page 63. So if you wanted to do something like that, you can totally look at that page. But up to you what you want to draw there. That is all.